Saturday, 12:55 in the afternoon. I am live again. I am live on YouTube. I wish I would learn not to do this in capitals, but I keep doing it. So just sharing the stream. So here we go. So as always, we just have to put this and add stream link. Yes, no, yes, no, cancel. So I'm sorry, I'm live. It always takes a second. I wish I could get the link ready and then press live once I into doing my book reviews, because I don't want to get too far ahead. Oh goodness, that's something in my eye. Sorry, I was fine until like 1 second ago. Anyway, today's book review is not the last book I read, but the book before. So I'm doing The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. My copy, if you can see, just, oh, can't do this. I don't know if you can see that. I paid $1 for this book. Probably the best dollar I ever spent. This is The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, which is the first book, I think, in the series. There's a couple of full lengths. I'm going to read The Hound of the Baskervilles soon, but this one is one of the earliest. So this has got like a scandal in Bohemia. It has the Red-Headed League. Oh, Red-Headed League is one of my favourite stories. So Sherlock Holmes, for those who only know him from TV, from Sherlock and from Elementary and the other older movies and Robert Downey Jr. films and all of that. The books are written by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, and oh, looks like someone's trying to come in. Anyway, they are really easily read. They the language in them is quite modern. Yeah, that's the best that I've come up with. It's not hard to read. It's almost a pulp fiction, which is why they were so popular back in London all those years ago. Probably 100 years ago now, but again, I should learn to do my research before I do this. Sorry, my eye's so sore. This has about about a dozen stories in it. Unfortunately, this version, which as I said cost me all of $1, has no chapter listing in the front, so that would be harder to explain it. But this has just the first of the short stories, so it's there's some stories that have been adapted into Sherlock, but not the big ones. This doesn't have Hound in it, as I said, and it doesn't have a study in Study in Scarlet, things like that are actually in the TV shows. It's a really quick read. I mean, this one's just a couple hundred pages, 300 pages long, and it is a each story is about 10 pages, 15, 20 pages long. So you can do like one a night. I think it took me about a week to read this, so it was, as I said, a very quick read. It was fun to do, and it is certainly, for those that like the TV series, and especially those of us who are Sherlock fans that are in massive need for more Sherlock, this will keep you busy. I do have the collected works. I have like every single story, but I'm buying the pulp versions just to read, just to keep them going. A book I finished this morning was James Patterson's TikTok, which I will do in another video. I might even get it done today. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I think you can see what's in my eye. Can you see it? There's something hardcore in my eye. You can see it on the camera. There we go, got it. Gross. Oh, that's better. Now I can see. So, as usual, I know this looks like really, really, really bad wine, but it's actually beer. It's a Peroni. My husband's very good at putting them into wine glasses for me, purely because I drink them a bit faster, but I don't know. I just think it's quite funny. These are wine glasses that we call buckets. I have a friend of mine. Every time we go there, we get out the buckets to drink wine, so I bought my own buckets now to have at my place, so that's pretty funny. So, I just thought I'd say hello to everyone. There's a couple of people watching, so thank you for watching as always. It is great to have friends that like to watch these videos. Every time I'm offline, I think of about 1,000 things to say, and then when I get online, it's like, oh, blah, 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 and I don't get to say much. So I should have given a stars for this out of 5 stars, because that's usually what people do. This is a 5 out of 5 for absolute sure. This is why I write what I write, is because I want to be this good. But 5 out of 5, fantastic. It's given me some ideas, and being a Sherlock fan, obviously the original source is always the greatest, so that was fantastic. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me, because I've plugged in the microphone again. So I don't know if I lift it, I don't want it to be too bad. See, I've got a little microphone, but I don't know if this is what's recording me or if it's just my laptop. I don't know. So I'm not very good at watching my videos back to know, and you can't really test that. I've tried to test it offline, but it doesn't seem to do as well as the online stuff does. One of those days. I have a whole house to clean, and I really cannot be bothered. I don't know if you can see Fred today. You know my Fred, my phrenology head. He has on a hat as well as a blonde wig today. So as I said, I do like to change him up every so often. He sometimes has jewelry. He's never had makeup, but I'd like to put makeup on him. But I think because of his porcelain and it's crazed and cracked, because it's like an antique, it would probably get into it and damage the glazing on it, so I don't want to do that. My eye's still a bit sore. At least there was something in it. I thought I was going insane, but there was definitely something in my eye. So anyway, nonetheless, I'm currently, as I've said a couple of times, I'm currently writing, well, I'm rewriting a true crime book on Australian crime that I'd written a couple of years ago, because it needed some badly out-of-date stuff needed to be updated. So I'm working on that currently, and today I'm hoping to actually get some fiction work done. I still have Ritual 4 to finish. It's about a quarter of the way done, but I have some ideas of how to change that. So I'm thinking it might be a day out on the deck. I should actually do a video out there one day. Actually, I think I did one. Yeah, I think I did a live stream out there. Anyway, I do need to get out there and get some stuff done, because that's my place that I write, so that could be what I do today. Oh, I'm a bit flush. It's very hot and I've got lights on in here, so it's not great. But anyway, this is just a quick video. I wanted to get the Sherlock Holmes one done. As I said, I've just finished James Patterson's TikTok, which is a Michael Bennett, which is a fantastic story as well. I read that in 2 days, so that's about a 400-page book. As you know, it's purely because I'm doing a New Year's resolution, which is to read 20 books this year. So I'm up to 5, and we're 6 weeks into the new year. So it's pretty good. I've got what I wanted to read next is a play called Black Rock. I saw the film probably 20 years ago now, and it's a very, very good play. The film is fantastic. It actually has Heath Ledger in one of his earliest roles. So those of you that want to look it up, it's called Black Rock. It's actually based on a crime that happened here in a town north of Sydney, on the killing of a girl called Lee. So it's sort of, it brushes on true crime without being true crime. But it's a very good film, and so I would love to read the play. I like to be diverse in what I read. So as you've seen, I've just done like a James Patterson, I've done a Sherlock Holmes, I've done a Stephen King. So next I'm going to read the Australian play, and then after that, I don't know. I look at the bookshelves. I think a Stephen King is going to be my next option again, but I really don't know. I like this part. I freak out about what I'm going to read next, because you don't want to read a book that you find as wasteful. Like I was reading a Patricia Cornwell book, Port Mortuary, and I have been reading that book for 3 years, and about a week or 2 ago I picked it up, and I read 50 pages in 2 weeks. It was just so slow, and nothing was happening, and it was going into these minute details about nothing that had nothing to do with the storyline, and it was just so dull. So I stopped that book at about 200 pages. As I said, I've been reading it for years. It was just crap. So now I'm going to go back and decide what I'm going to read next. But as I said, today's book was Sherlock Holmes, The Adventures of As I said, this is my $1 copy, but it is certainly something to pick up, read in a day or two like I did, and you will love it, and it will keep you going, and then you'll go and buy the rest of them like I have, and read them all. As I had read these when I was a lot younger, probably a teenager, but reading them again now as an adult with all of the fanfare that's going on about it, it's just absolutely fantastic. Anyway, thanks again for watching. This will go up live, well, sorry, it will go up as a recording once I'm done, but as I said, I'm just trying to get these done. So thanks again. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been told I have to play an ad. And thanks for watching. See ya.